rounders. If your team has a defensive line need, this year seems to be the year to pounce.
Guys, so much talent in the defensive line, and we didn't even mention Aldon Smith and Corey Legent, who may be top 15 picks in their own right. Tom, who is the guy that sticks out to you the most?
Well, for a defensive line draft where there's a lot of them, the guy that stands out the most is Marcel Darius. I think this guy has a great potential to be the number 2 pick in this draft because of his size, 6'3", 319, can really play anywhere on that line in 4-3. I think he's perfect in the middle for that team. He's going to have a huge impact. He's my guy.
Joey, the guy that I'm looking at has been flying up boards lately. Out of Wisconsin, the defensive end, J.J. Watt.
J.J. Watt.
J.J. Watt, this is a guy who is an absolute motor player. He never stops going, whistle, no whistle, keeps going. He's going to fit great into a 3-4 defensive scheme. I think you're going to see some teams actually move up, try and grab this guy.
And Tom, that's the great thing about this depth for the defensive line. So much versatility among these players.
Absolutely, and there's a lot of guys we talked about. You want nose tackles, D tackles, D ends. There's a lot of them in this draft.
Okay, guys, I have to cut you off right there. We have our first official pick of the evening. The Carolina Panthers have made their selection. We go to our commissioner, Melissa Connor, for the pick.
With the first pick of the 2011 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select Cam Newton, quarterback, Auburn.
Okay, guys.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Hey, guys, so we have a reaction from the fans here. We have a guy here, guys, who's a really adamant Carolina fan. What do you feel about the first pick in the draft being Cam Newton?
Well, after a long 2-14 season last year, the number 1 pick offers an opportunity for hope, and I feel like Cam Newton, while they just got baggage off the field, I think he can lead our team in the right direction. So I'm excited about the pick. After a year of just bad football, something good happened, and I'm happy about it.
Guys, I asked people earlier who they thought was going to be the number 1 pick, and unanimously, people in this room thought it was going to be Cam Newton. It's not a surprising pick. We'll see where Carolina goes from there.
Guys, the new number 1 overall selection makes it the 8th time in 10 years that a quarterback has been drafted number 1 overall.
First off, when you look at a guy like Cam Newton, playmaking ability is what stands out most about this guy. This guy can make plays with both his arm and his legs, and it's evidenced by this run against LSU right here. Just can really shred a defense with his ability to get outside the pocket. He scored 51 touchdowns last year for Auburn in his first season as a starter, and really came up big in all of the biggest games, LSU, Alabama. This guy is a playmaker who's going to make an immediate impact for the Panthers.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Joey, the thing the Panthers need to do with this first overall pick was get themselves an identity, and Cam Newton has done that. He is a freak athlete. He is going to be the face of this offense for years to come. Last year, 32nd, dead last in the league in passing. Cam Newton is certainly going to turn that around. He has a few weapons on offense, especially at running back, and Jonathan Stewart and D'Angelo Williams, which is going to help a lot with him evolving as a quarterback in the NFL. When it comes down to it, best thing to do, turn around, hand it off to the guy behind you. I think he's a great pick. Maybe not the best player on the board, certainly, maybe not even top 10 best player on the board, but the Panthers had to take him. They really needed a quarterback.
Well, I think they had to, Joey, and because we talked about it, this is not a team that doesn't have talent. They've got a good offensive line, got a great backfield.
Great defense.
So there's pieces
Average
to work
defense.
with. Cam Newton is just going to be another piece of the puzzle and help this team elevate to the next level.
Guys, let's take a moment here and go down to David Hodges once again in Charlotte to get the reaction from the Carolina Panthers fans who have just seen their franchise draft Cam Newton, the quarterback from Auburn, number 1 overall.
Guys, as soon as that pick was in, the fans were confident. They knew that Cam Newton was going to be the choice of the Carolina Panthers. I talked to some of the fans beforehand. They all thought the Panthers were going to select Newton. It was no big surprise. And as soon as they did, the crowd erupted. They're happy to see a quarterback as athletic as Newton and who provided as many touchdowns as he did last year become part of their team. Confetti shot off the stage. I think it would have only flown for Cam Newton because that was just the expected pick. And that's about the only person the Panthers were really looking at taking. That's all we have for here right now. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you very much, David. Let's take a quick look at the top 10 picks. It didn't take the Panthers long to make their selection at number 1, but some other beleaguered franchises here at the top of the draft. Guys, who sticks out to you as a team that needs immediate help? Tom.
There's a lot of them. And I think a team no more, as we talked about, the team the next pick, Denver. 32nd in the NFL with defense last year. I think they really need an impact defender.
That's great, Tom. Now, right now we are going to commercial break. Come right back after this, and the Denver Broncos will, in fact, be on the clock.
I'd really like to be a part of an organization that brings cool stuff to campus.
Sometimes when I have a lot of work, I just need something to help me blow off steam.
Student Union Board works hard to create fun activities and entertainment for the Elon student body. Committees range from music to public relations to special events. Come join Sub today and submerge yourself.
Be the hero. Be the game breaker.
Be the turning of the tide.
Be the guiding light.
Be the difference.
Be the difference. Be the difference maker. Be the one.
Be the one to save a life.
Patients with life-threatening diseases of every age and race
are searching for a marrow match.
Join the Be the Match Marrow Registry.
You can be the one.
Be the one.
Be the one to save a life.
Oh my gosh. So, I mean, that division's on the rise, right?
This is why I'm an MLB expert.
Oh, hold on. What are you doing?
Dude.
What?
What if there was a way to heal someone? To have the power to stop someone from dying? There is a way. And it's you. Thousands of patients are searching for a marrow donor. Join the Be the Match Marrow Registry and be the one to save a life.
You've struggled. You've sweat. And you've bled to make it here. This is your moment. This is the NFL Draft.
And welcome back to coverage of the 2011 NFL Draft here on 101 Sports. The Panthers have made their selection as the worst team in football last year, but the Broncos were the second worst, and now it's their turn to make the pick.
The Denver Broncos' 2010 season was one to forget. Head coach Josh McDaniels was under fire before the first snap after trading away star receiver Brandon Marshall to the Miami Dolphins and running back Peyton Hillis to the Cleveland Browns. He then traded up in the draft to take quarterback project Tim Tebow. Many people questioned this decision as the team already had established quarterback Kyle Orton at the helm. The Broncos struggled on both sides of the ball as injuries riddled several of the team's best players. But the team was particularly inept on defense, allowing a league-worst 471 points. Following the team's Week 13 loss to the Kansas City Chiefs,